Do your shoulders look a little bit like this in your backswing, and then you've got to come over the top in the downswing and it's just causing you to misstrike it and slice the golf ball? Then this video is really going to help. Firstly, a lot of golfers aren't improving their golf because they're not subscribed to the channel. So let's get you subscribed, hit that notification bell, and that'll notify you when the next video comes out so we can keep improving your golf. So if you're struggling in your backswing and you have what we call a flat shoulder plane, or your shoulders are turning too level to the ground, it's gonna cause you to somewhat have to come over on the downswing as well. Because the ball is on the ground, we need to turn the shoulders on a tilt. So there's a couple of components in the backswing. There's rotation, which is my shoulders rotating. There is some extension to keep me centered, and then there is tilting to the left. We need these three components to the backswing so we can turn and stay nice and centered over the golf ball. If I just rotated, what I'll start to see is I'm moving over here into this position. If I'm doing that, we need some extension, and if your shoulders are too level to the ground, we need some what we call left tilt or left bend. Then you're in a nice position to get that strike. You don't need to add in any compensations on the way down, and it's just gonna make the game a lot easier. So when we start to break down the tilt of the shoulders, if we said when I'm in my setup position here, I have zero tilt. So I'm not bending to the left at all, and I'm not bending to the right. I'm just purely bending forward in my posture. And as we get to the top of the backswing, we could say that I'm in the most amount of tilt. So my shoulders are now tilted the most amount to the ground, and I've rotated the most amount, and I've extended my back as well. So when we start to look at the golf swing, what I start to see in a lot of recreational golfers is they're just trying to rotate to the top because they feel like this is going to add distance, add speed, and help them hit the golf ball further. But what it starts to do is actually get you out of position. So if I started to get up to the top and just tried to keep rotating, you can start to see that I can get a lot of rotation going back. But now the only way to really do that is if my shoulder comes up and out and it's pointing too much up to the sky or level with the ground. From there, we're just gonna see a lot of over the top and chopping down because you've got to get back and hit the golf ball. If we started to turn the shoulders level to the ground, that would be great if the golf ball was up here in front of us on this angle and this plane. I can just then turn and turn, but because it's on the ground and we're tilted forward, we have to get that tilt. So what I want you to start to think about is when we're in the setup position, there's no tilt, and at the top, there's the most amount. So every time we keep, let's say, rotating, we have to keep bending down to the left or pointing these shoulders down that little bit more. So as I'm going back, you'll start to see if I'm turning, I'm rotating, but as I'm going back, I am tilting more and more to the left in this position here. And what we're looking for is, if we imagine a line between your hip and your shoulder, and that's 90 degrees when we're up here, as we're tilted forward, we're trying to turn on this angle here still. So as you'll start to see there, the club isn't pointing directly down to the golf ball, it's just pointing outside the golf ball. But if you're someone that is in that position there, and you're too flat or too level to the ground, the exaggerated position is to just put a club across your shoulders and point that down, feeling like it's down towards the golf ball. And what you'll find is this will actually restrict my rotation, and it'll cause me to actually stop my golf swing because I can't turn anymore. So as I'm turning back, if I'm turning, tilting, and extending, you'll start to see I can't really go any more from here. My mobility stops me. If I just stood up straight, I can rotate a lot. And that's where you'll start to find that position is getting you in trouble and out of position. So as I'm turning, tilting, I'm sort of in a position here that I can't really go anymore. The only way I could go anymore is if my shoulder came up and I could rotate. So that is a really good checkpoint. As you're turning, tilting, and extending, you'll see that when I'm here, I can't really go anymore, and that is plenty. About 90 degrees of rotation, and I'm in a really good spot. As I add that into my golf swing, I'm there, but my shoulder is definitely pointing down, and it's pointing more down or increasing as I'm going through the backswing and the motion. So I'm turning, 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 tilting, and you'll see when I'm in this position here, my shoulder is pointing down, it's on that incline. Then from there, I don't have to try and come over the top. I can just go back through the same tilts, and I don't have any extra movements or compensations to add in. So what I would do if you're practicing this, couple of rehearsals as you're going back, club across your shoulder, turn, and then left shoulder down. So a great way to think about it is don't turn to the top, tilt to the top. So when you're sort of halfway back, we have turned. We're gonna still keep turning, but I want you to think about tilt. So left shoulder down will get you to the top. Turning, turning, turning. I'm still turning, but tilt. Tilt my shoulders to the top, and then I can follow through. And that'll get you into that really nice structured position. You see the pros at the top, they're all turning, tilting, and extending, and that'll keep them nice and centered. You can put pressure into the ground from there, and it's just gonna help that downswing be more consistent, and it'll get you that strike at the bottom you're looking for. Thanks for tuning into another video. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so we can keep improving your golf.